Okay, so I have had a few questions about this sort for today, and I just wanted to point out that hopefully first you looked at this one Friday, proving triangles similar, and watched these two videos. That's 18 minutes that go over all of these problems. After that, you should click on the sort, and it tells you a couple different things. It tells you the answers to a couple of them. So we know that problem 5 is ABC and EDC, so I'm just going to put 5 there. We know number 11 goes here, and number 9 can kind of go anywhere. So I'm just going to cross those off for a second, just so we don't work on one of those. Okay, now I'm going to share the assignment. This assignment is in your book that I gave you, so hopefully you all found it. And we're just going to do an example or two just to show you how to proceed. So looking at question number 1 only, I'm going to give you a strategy for how you might be able to do it. So here's question number 1, and we need to decide if it's similar by side, 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 angle, angle, or not similar at all. And the way that we do that is by comparing angles and sides. So one thing we briefly mentioned before was that when you have angles that are across from each other like this, they're called vertical angles, and they are congruent. So to me, immediately I'm like, okay, well, I have 2 sides on each one and an angle. So the only option here right now that I can think of would be side, angle, side. So I'm going to kind of put it there to think about it. The next thing we need to remember is that we're doing similar figures, so we need to compare by proportion. And then we're going to look at the sides. Sometimes the hardest part is knowing which ones to match up. But I go like this. I'm like, all right, well, 15 is the smaller side of that triangle, and the smaller side of the other triangle is 27. So I could do 15 over 27. Now we have the small triangle on top and the big on bottom, so we're going to need to be consistent. We're going to also compare now the medium, or whatever, the other side, with the other side that we're given. And the goal, if these are similar, would be for those to be equivalent fractions. So I'm just going to type them in. Okay, so see how these are exactly the same? That means that this triangle is similar by side, angle, side. And now we need to decide which triangles are similar. So you can see all of these have ABC. So I'm going to look at ABC first. Triangle ABC is similar to. So ABC goes blank side, blue side on mine. So I need to do the same thing on the other. Blank side, blue side would be EDC. So I need to glue that one down to side, angle, side, EDC right here. Just like that. All right, I'm going to do one more to show you the idea, make sure you really get it, and then set you free. Okay. All right, these doubled up kinds tend to confuse people, so let's go over one of those. The first thing that I notice on this is that there's no information on the sides. If there's no information on the sides, the only option for similarity is angle, angle. So we're going to put that here and see if that's true. Now we have this triangle here, triangle ABC, which is the big triangle. And we have the smaller triangle here. So hopefully you guys can see how they go together. We already know for sure that they both have the same angle here. They both have that 27. So that's one angle. But we need to compare the other ones because right now they don't look the same. And because the words are angle, angle similarity, we know we only need 2 that are the same. So let's look at the small triangle. How many degrees does a triangle have inside? What's the sum of the interior angles? 180. So we know 180 minus the 27 for angle C minus the 77 for angle D. So we have 76 degrees for angle E. Now look at the big triangle. We have 180 degrees total, minus 27 for angle C, minus 75 for angle B, 78. In order for these to be similar, we need to know that they have two matching angles. We have one here that's the same, but nothing else matches. So this is not similar. So I'm just going to glue it somewhere over here, and that's it. All right, I hope that gave you a general idea how to do it. It should be pretty tricky, but I want you to try it. Okay, that's the idea. Bye.